not seeing is a real setback in black hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like the beginnings of even being able to learn. So what I'm doing is blowing around. You have to let me know how the heat feels because I can't see the hair. So I'm using a boar bristle brush to kind of blow out and blow this back area straight. But I want you watching what I'm doing the whole time. And passively watching, not looking at first like, ooh, I don't have to do that myself. None of that. You're just processing, just watching. Just being a passive observer of what's happening to your hair. If the brush hurts, let me know. Is it too hard? No. The tension, the tightness of the boar bristle brush is enough to pull the hair straight. Even when you have curl and need a touch-up, there's no way you can pull it through the hair and not wind up with the hair straight, because that's what it does. So when you're learning to do your hair, whether you're learning at 7 years old or you're learning at 37 years old, the components of learning to do your hair have to do with the dexterity, which most people actually have, the dexterity. What most people don't have is the use of mirrors. Because in the mirror, right's left, left's right, right? And especially when now you look in the other direction. And because that's never happened, then, that's one of the things that has to be learned. Would you head down for me more? Once I get the skinniest pieces dry around the edges, then and you can use these towels. Then I'm going to go in with a bigger brush and actually dry the bulk area. But I start with the hair super soaky, sloppy wet. Like because I want that product to actually dry into the hair. Because it protects it, and it's the starch that makes the style work. The other thing is, so I said mirrors is one of the things that kind of is a learning curve. The other is product. So until you work with your hair wet to dry, working with the hair wet to dry is the only way you learn what products work the best for styling the hair, right? One product will work really well and make things easy, and another product will make it miserable. And that's just there's no way around it. That's just a learning curve. So,
and you don't have the dryer on the highest heat?
I do, but I'm moving it. So you'll notice that I'm kind of doing a swivel thing that keeps the air moving. While I'm always using the nozzle so that the air is just kind of directed in one spot. And it's easier for you to blow dry your own hair, believe it or not, than it is for me, because you can feel the heat. I'm just kind of guessing. And my brush and my dryer move together. That's the rhythm. So everywhere I at no point am brushing without the air, and no point do I have the air in the hair without the brush, because this is where the styling actually begins. I'm pushing the hair in the direction that I think I want it to go when I finish the styling. Make sense? Mm-hmm. And you can still mold your hair. Molding is easier for sitting still and actually having your hair dry. And especially if you know that you like the outcome of how it, once you flat iron it when it's molded, that's a fine approach. It's just it takes more time, right? It's actually better for the hair because it's indirect heat. The hair, it dries through a wicking process, not the direct, air being put on the hair. The hair all kind of, through a molding process, the hair all dries at once. It all gets damp together, and all of a sudden, it's all dry together when you do it the right way. So it's really much better for the hair if you have the time. Putting the brush in and pulling it back, it creates the tension. Because it's actually tension that straightens the hair, not heat. So if I could sit forever, if I had all day to stand and just hold this hair like this until it dries, it will dry perfectly straight. The heat is only to dry it quickly.